Hi, welcome to another video. Right, this one is a bit more technical, so I'm going to be talking about handlebars. This is all based around what I do, which is mainly bike packing these days. So I wanted to do a little bit of a review of the bars that I use, why I use them, and sort of compare them to other sorts of bars that you may want to fit on your bike. There's a few people using the same setup as me now, but it is quite unusual. I mean, the most popular bar is the obvious drop bar for bike packing. But yeah, keep watching and I'll just explain a bit more. So as you know, this is my bike, and I run this setup, which is a pair of back swept bars with a bar end on the front, and then I cover it and all the rest of it. And this works really well for mounting stuff, multiple hand positions. Yeah, that's my bar setup. So as you can see, I've got an array of bars here. These, I'll just move these others out of the way a moment and just show you. So this is a bar that I use. It's a Gusset beard bar. There are a few like this. Ritchie make a bar, the Coyote, which is almost the same. Similar sort of design. Like I say, I like to have the back sweep because it gives you a more relaxed hand position on the bike. So I'll just compare. I'll show you what I mean. So if you have a more traditional bar like this, as you can see, my hands are in this position. This is a natural riding position. Now if I move them onto this bar, I'm not at that position anymore. I have to put my elbows out and crank my arms round, and then I'm on a normal, what you would call a normal mountain bike bar. So it's a little bit more out of natural position, but obviously it's very, very good. It's very popular. Lots of people use it. And what I end up doing when I've got this bar on the bike is I end up riding on the top with my thumbs off over the front to try and relax my grip, or I'll move in or do whatever. Whereas with this bar, it's already in that position. And because I fit a bar end here, I can move my hand in and sit like this, which gives you that nice relaxed cruise. And I spend most of my time in this position here, not out here. The reason I have this out here is as soon as you go off-road, you've got a loaded bike, you've got so much more control for when you want to go off-road. Also, there's something else as well, which people probably haven't realised, is from behind you can see this part of the handlebars, and I like to run an orange bar grip or something like that, so it actually sticks out past you. So it's something else that can be seen. Or you can run a light in the end of your handlebars, which I haven't actually done yet, but I have thought about doing, which obviously if you run narrower bars, you wouldn't see that behind you. So there's lots and lots of reasons to consider this sort of bar. Now the other bar obviously is, I'll move this, is a drop bar, which I had thought about trying again, because I have tried drop bars a few times. They're extremely popular. They're obviously narrower, they're more aero. So if you're looking for speed, they're probably going to be a little bit faster, and very, very popular. I have issues with drop bars, which does seem a bit crazy. For one thing, the shifter and the brake lever are combined in one unit. If you come off or you damage anything, it's expensive to fix. If you break one, it's going to cost you. The other thing is you're restricted here for load. You can only get a bag in this space. Whereas, just going back to this bar, because I run the bar end on the front, I've got the full width of space, loads and loads of room to carry a dry bag. Also, you can access the dry bag without it fouling the handlebars. You can just get straight to the end of the handlebar, end of the bag, without having to go, work your way round. And the other plus is you've got full control of your shifter, brake lever, no matter what the conditions. And if you damage either, they're separate. If you look at the comparison here, just to switch back a minute. If you look at the comparison here, I'm running. When you cruise like this, and then on my bike, I cruise like this, which is almost the same position. So I'm almost in the same position as if I was on a drop bar, but I'm able to move here. So as you can see with this setup, like I say, I tend to ride like that, which is almost like riding on a set of, if you had a drop, if you're on the hoods, you're almost riding like that. It's just a slight difference. But it's actually more comfortable to ride like that than it is to ride on a hood, I find. And you've got this area here to mount things. So I've got a bell, I put a light. Obviously you've got underneath, you've got space to put stuff. I put my GPS device in the middle here. You've got like a little table here almost for putting things, because I'll run a bag underneath. I'll put the bag on in a minute and you can see what I mean. So this is the system I've got. Now obviously if you've got a drop bar, it won't fit. It'll be extremely tight and you won't be able to undo the ends of the bag the way that's fitted. So that sort of made me rule out, well actually that made me choose this bag, because I had a flat bar. I could choose a wider bag and have more capacity. Now the other thing I like about this is, as I mentioned before, I like simple. So I'll just touch on the bag design. So this is basically a dry bag with two ends, it's a roll top bag, both ends, that's it. And it's got straps built onto the bag, and you have clamp strap, two little straps here, which cinch down really, really tight, and then you've got another strap that goes right around the whole bag and again fixes it to the bike. Now look, solid as a rock. I have ridden this bike down all kinds of stuff. This bag will not budge. It is fixed solid. Reason being, it's got a little strap here. Now I've heard a lot of people talking about mounts to hold the bag away from the bike. Now yes, I understand it, and I can see the benefits of it because it stops the bag rubbing on the frame. What I've got the luxury of a titanium frame, so it's not really going to do anything bar you may see a wear mark, but that can be got rid of. But the other thing is you can put clear protective like Invisiframe over here for the bag to rub on, so it doesn't damage your frame if you've got carbon or something like that. So this just does not budge. Now obviously this is the lightest setup you can have. You've got a bag and some straps. You have no mounting hardware, nothing to clamp on. The other thing is some of them now are quick release, so you have a clamp system and then a quick release so the bag snaps on. That would bother me, because if you can quick release it, you can quick steal it. And these days there's that much stuff, so many options to steal things, so that would bother me a little bit. Plus I don't really want to take this off the bike. Now when I get to camp, I'll rock up in camp, it's pouring down with rain, all I've got to do is undo two clips and pull my tent out. That's it. The bag stays there, it doesn't go anywhere, I don't lose it, I don't need to take it off the bike because the bike's going to be with me. So I just literally got my whole tent, my tent is in here. I mean, it depends what you put in the front, of course, but there's my tent, pegs, poles, the lot, all in there. And then at the end of the day, when I'm packing up, my bag is there. I haven't got to worry about trying to hold the bag. I just stuff it straight in, do it up and go. So for me, this is a brilliant system. There's lots and lots of, this is a Misgrate one, they're quite hard to find in the UK now, but there's lots of other designs similar to this. I think Alpkit do one, I'm pretty sure, I will have a look. But basically bars that strap to your bars, sorry, a bag that straps to your bars and is a roll top opening. Okay, so that really is why I run it, and as I mentioned before, this sort of helps fill this part in, and I do sometimes put something here. If I'm doing something and I want to just put it there, it won't fall out. I'll actually put my drone controller on there and it'll sit there quite nicely. It sits in this space, even with the GPS on. So that works. And the other thing is I've also got, because I'm using this bar setup, I've got space to put an extra bag. So I sometimes run this on the front and it'll sit there on the front, or you can hang anything really. You can hang an extra accessory bag on here if you want to stuff food or things like that for snacks. So you've got a lot of space. It's very, very simple. minimum amount of stuff. So the only thing you've got to add is the bag itself, a dry bag, and your tent. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that. So there you go, that's my thoughts on my preferences when it comes to bars, and why I have that bag. Basically sort of the two complement each other. I'll be really interested to see or hear about the bar setups you've got and why you use them. If you want to pop that in the comments below, that'd be great. I'll put a link to a few bags and the bars and bar ends in the description, should you be interested. And yeah, so that's it for this video. There will be more videos coming like this. I've got a list of things that I want to talk about. I'm not riding currently, so this will give me an opportunity to go through some other things. And not all bike packing related, obviously. I will be going over some of the things, some of the decisions I've made regarding bikes in the past, why I did it and all the rest of it. So hopefully you like this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and keep an eye out for the next one. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care, people. If I don't speak to you before, I probably will. If I don't, Merry Christmas.